Dr. Baxley again. I am shooting a quick follow-up video to the one I did last week, which showed you how to set up a temporary workstation at your kitchen or dining room table using a stack of books, your dining room chair, basically things that you essentially have on hand except for maybe the external keyboard and mouse. Now today what we're going to do is raise your laptop up without a big old stack of books within seconds using a laptop or book stand. So this is a really cool bamboo book laptop stand that I purchased from Amazon that I just got today. So I was excited to shoot this video for you. So that can enable you in seconds to get your laptop at the right height. So you may need to adjust it up or down depending on where eye level is for you. Now, with this, I am noticing that it's a little slippery because of the lacquer on the bamboo. So I'd recommend using the little clippies that come here to stabilize your laptop on that. And there we go, we're sturdy and good to go. So with this, I've got the top of my keyboard or top of my laptop at the right height. And for me, that needs to be down a little bit lower than eye level because I wear bifocal contact lenses. So the main thing is for you want to have the top of the monitor at a height that you can see it with a nice neutral neck. So you're not looking up or you're not looking down, because that will create extra pressure at the neck and the base of your skull. So want to avoid that. So this is the perfect height for me. And I also wanted to show another book stand that I've had for years. I've had this for over 10 years. It's plastic, pretty low tech, and it does essentially the same thing. And I was able to find this as well on Amazon, and it was about the same price. So these were both approximately, I don't know, around 12 bucks. This is probably around 10 or 11 bucks, so pretty cheap, and it's a nice solution in order to raise your laptop at the proper height with less muss, less fuss. So same thing here. And this is not a super tiny laptop. It's pretty beefy, but even though this is plastic, it supports its weight pretty well. So I would recommend getting several of these, since they're not horribly expensive and they can be pretty indispensable for propping up cookbooks in your kitchen, for your kiddos if they're home working, doing their homework or what have you. And that will prop their book up at a height where they can read it without having to hunch over. And they can put iPads or other devices as well. So not a bad thing to consider to get anyway. And the other beauty of these is that they are nice and lightweight and portable. So either of these could fit nicely with your laptop, your external keyboard, and your mouse, and go along with you. So when we are able to go back out into the world and venture forth, we can take these two with us when we maybe go do some work at a coffee shop, or you go on a business trip, and then you have a nice low-tech way to take your ergonomics with you. The other thing I would strongly recommend is to consider looking at getting an ergonomic chair. And I'm actually sitting on a very ergonomic one. I know, a lot of times when we think of ergonomic chairs, maybe the first thing that pops into our minds is one of those office chairs with the padded backs, and they've got the lumbar support, and we've got all these paddles that we maybe don't even know how to work to get us in the right position. And I've sat on my fair share of ergonomic type chairs, and I've not been able to get any of them really to work and be able to sit without causing damage to your spine over a long period of time. So this chair, it doesn't look like much, right? But it actually is extremely ergonomic. So if you have your seat at the right height and you're supported enough, then you do not need to have the back of a chair in order to support you. I can sit for long periods of time at this chair and be fine. I'm going to be including links to all the things that I showed you, as well as some other options for you to consider and take a look at, determine what's going to work best for you. I'm also going to include some sit-stand options Sit-stand desks are actually becoming a lot less expensive these days, but there's also ways to modify a regular table to have that capability with monitor stands and some other things. So some of my favorite ideas are going to be included as well. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If you know of anybody else that could possibly benefit from this, please feel free to share it. And I will be posting more advice and tips and tricks as we go along here. I've had some requests for workstation breaks throughout the day, what to do after you've been sitting at your desk for a while, some stretches for the morning and the evening, just some other different options to stay healthy and happy. And I guess that's essentially it. So thanks for watching.